Hey everybody, how's it going? Everybody able to hear me? All right. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. It says my mic's working. Let's see who all we have in here. We got Bassin with Big Malone. Congrats on just winning one giveaway on Burley Fishing. Canadian Scott, aka Frank. Frank, how you going? How's it going? Daniel, the man behind the scenes. Dave, welcome. Brendan, how's it going? Matt, how's it? And then let's see. All right. He actually won, but lost it because he wasn't there. Kind of sucked. Oh, Big Moon, you didn't realize you had won the giveaway? That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it kind of is. I don't know. Anyways, guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Caro, good to see you. Got a few packages in the mail in the last few days. Wanted to go through them, show off some things, and see what you guys have to think. First thing, I got my new Pig Jigs hat. It's a white camo. I don't typically do white, but I really like this hat when I saw it. Pig Jigs, I've talked about him before. He's over on Instagram. He makes a lot of custom hand-tied jigs, and he's doing a thing right now where you buy the hat and then he'll have like a one-of-one jig right in there. But anyways, how's everybody been doing? Anybody been out fishing lately? I know I was finally able to get out the other night. Well, I've been fishing twice in this week. I went. Was it? No, I went Sunday. Did okay. Caught like I think 8 or 9 fish. AJP. And then I was able to finally catch a few to put up on the leaderboard for the tournaments I'm in. And then I was able to go fishing later this week or a couple of days ago. I think Monday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So yeah, I went Monday. Did not catch anything. Checked out a new pond. Have a little story about that. We'll go over in a couple minutes. But Dave, hey JP, congrats on license and new business venture. JP, congratulations on your new adventure. If you don't share in the chat what you're doing now, that'd be cool. If not, I understand. Oh, hi. Hey, Caro. I know I'm chopped liver compared to everybody else. No one is beating me yet. I still need a few bigger ones in the 20-inch range. Yeah, I closed the gap on last I looked. I closed the gap between me and Jermaine. I'm only one spot below him. I'm hoping to get out this weekend to a pond on the Yak and got some big baits to try out there. So we'll see. All right. Anyways, let's go through a couple of these packages. This one isn't very exciting, but I talked about these. These are from a company called Core Tackle, and I can never remember the guy's name. He has Stefan. He has a YouTube channel. He's been on, I believe, with Brendan and them. Well, him and another gentleman, Matt Stefan, thank you. Him and another gentleman kind of started this little company called Core Tackle. We've showed their website before. Well, these are their hover rigs. I finally got them in. They were back. They were on back stock. I haven't practiced rigging them yet, so I'm not going to do a rig until I work on it. But this one is their 3/64 ounce with a 1/0 hook. So that's their hover rig hook. Does have a nice little metal wire guard here. So I picked up a few packages of these from Core Tackle. Looks like you get 3 to a package. So that's a 1/0. I got some of those, 1/0, 3/64 ounce. And then I did get a couple of the bigger ones. This is a 3/0 hook and an 1/8 ounce. Kara, I honestly don't have an honest opinion yet. I just got them in the mail. I haven't even had an opportunity to rig them up. I would be more than happy to give you my opinion, but it is a finesse style. Supposedly, it replaces the Ned, the wacky rig. It's the one to do. But yeah, so this is the hover rig. I know there's a lot of companies out there making their version of it. These 90-degree bend hooks. They just made their own with to hold the soft plastic, and there people are using stuff like the Berkeley flat worm and things that are pretty much drop shot type baits for those. So definitely, if that's something you're interested in, go check out Core Tackle, made in the USA. They're just on back order because they were pretty popular. And if you go over to Matt Stefan's YouTube channel, he shows them off. He shows how to rig them. I'm gonna have to watch that video a couple more times because it's a little different rigging the way they are designed. So I don't want to do one here on camera until I feel that I'm halfway competent in it. So I got those. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Damn, colored names throws me off. I don't know what you're going on about there. Yep. So this is this should give you an idea, Caro, how they work. It reminds me somewhat of a tube, but yeah, it goes in the entire bait. From my understanding, you kind of put the tip of the bait forward, rig it, and then you pull that tip over and it goes over that point. Matt shows it on his YouTube channel, how they rig it, the way it's designed. But yeah, that's the idea. And you can go on over to Core Tackle, excuse me, and order yourself some. They only have 2 sizes, 1/0 and 3/0. But it's supposed to be really. Hey, Michael. No worries on being late. We just started talking about the Core Tackle hooks that I got. I'll show you really quickly. This is for the hover rig. So here you go, Michael. But yeah, that's the new Core Tackle hover rig with the weedless guard. And we're just showing those off. So that came in the mail along with the pig jig hat, Michael. I missed that. And then I got a surprise in the mail from one of the members in the group. His name's Adam Mihara. I never get his last name right, but he sent me a box in the mail, which I was really surprised to get. I was very grateful. If you don't know Adam, he does make some homemade baits. And he's actually, in the last couple weekends, he's been fishing some tournaments with his homemade baits and winning them. So he sent me a few things to try out, and I was really grateful for it. And I want to show you one that has a little bit of a story of it. But let me get this out here. All right. So Mihara, I think. Yeah, it's something like, I know he's got Japanese descendant in him. I can never pronounce his name, and I apologize every time. But anyways, so he handmade these baits, carved them, painted them. He's tested them. Here's one of his little crankbaits. I've not tested this one out yet. It's got some little tail. But that does not spin. So I'm thinking Adam's idea is more of a jerk type thing. Yeah, I went back and seen I won, but he rolled. Been busy. Very cool. So I'm definitely gonna try that out. He also, Adam knows that I like bugs, and he showed me this a while back, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I definitely, this is kind of like a little grasshopper, whatever, but he made it out of a clothespin, and I know it'll catch fish. So swagger, yeah, he calls this the swagger. That is correct. But yeah, he made me a little clothespin bug type thing, and definitely gonna fish that, try it out, see if it gets bit. The other bait that he sent me a few other things, but we were talking about rats and mice, and he made this propeller mice because we were talking about the lab rats. Now, when he sent it to me, it did have a tail on here. I have since already lost it because I was fishing it. Once again, he hand carved it, painted it. He's got little props on the back. You can see those, new treble hooks, blade on the swagger. Now, when Adam sent this to me, I said, hey, how am I supposed to fish this? He said gives it jerks. So I did fish it that way, but I also fished it with a slow, steady retrieve, and I think it can get bit that way as well. The props, and then when it has a tail back here, makes a very cool, it almost creates a wake. But I want to show you guys this because there's a little. So the other day, I was fishing here. Let me make that full screen. So over here where my mouse is, that's the parking lot. And it's about a half-mile walk back to these ponds. So I walked back there. I was trying to measure it for you guys. See if I can show you a couple of pictures of the ponds. So this is some of what the water looks like over there. These aren't pictures I took. These are pictures from other Google users. But this particular spot right here is is a low spot. So I came up to fish here, and as I was walking up there, I heard. So I was right here. Whoops. I heard a giant splash, which I knew was an alligator jumping off the bank. No big deal. Happens all the time. I didn't see the alligator around, so I started fishing this. And I'm starting to jerk it across the water as Adam told me to do. And then all of a sudden, the alligator popped up and he started following this. He wanted to eat this. So I reeled it in really quickly because I didn't want him to bite it. And I casted the other direction. And this silly alligator was chasing this thing all over the pond. I was like, all right, well, I guess I need to switch to a different bait that goes under, so he leaves it alone. And on my last retrieve, as I was pulling it back to the bank to go switch, the alligator decided to join me on the bank. He was not being aggressive in the fact that like, he was not trying to charge me. He just wanted to, I'm assuming, see where the mouse went or whatever he was chasing. He crawled up on the bank. We were probably 6 feet apart. I calmly just picked up my tackle and went the other way. And then he went back to sunbathing. So I know alligators like this. And hey, Jermaine, I think this is going to catch fish. I am going to add another tail. I've talked to Adam already. I think one of the things that I was talking about is making this wire a little bit stiffer and things like that. But that is my alligator story for the week. He wanted to join me on the bank. I was going to take a picture as he was chasing the bait, but once he jumped up on the bank, it was time to just get out of there. He wasn't a big one. He was only probably 3 or 4 feet. I couldn't tell how far his tail went down because there was a lip, but yeah, so that happened. Alligators usually don't bother me. I usually am able to get pictures, but I've never had one that was that comfortable with getting me. But the weird thing is, if you guys look, this is a very remote, it's about a half-mile walk from the parking lot. This is the parking area. And then this is the one pond where the alligator was. I fished just a little bit, but I only had about an hour there. Stand your ground. That is a little guy. Take that picture. Maybe Brendan, but I was out in the middle of nowhere. There's no other hikers. There's nobody out there. So I just let him PB alligator. Yeah. So he won that day. He got the bank. I live in Florida, so we do have the right. Alligators are protected down here, but you do have the right to protect yourself in the event of an attack. It didn't get to that, but I thought you guys would enjoy that. That's how some of my fishing goes. But a couple other things Adam was gracious enough to send me. Sent me, what are these called? The Roadrunner. I believe these are Roadrunner little spinner bait. This one definitely has been used. That's okay. I'll still catch fish on it. So give that a go at night with a black buzzbait. Well, I'm not trying to catch alligators. You get a 3 or 4 foot gator, you call it self-defense and take that thing home and eat it. Yeah, well, I don't want to carry the thing back half a mile. Evening, folks. Hey, Gators Adventure, you just missed the alligator story. Into a belt and some shoes. Yeah. You guys all talk big in the chat, but it's a lot different when you're there and then he jumps up on the bank with you. Like I said, he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't coming at me. He was just interested in the bait. And yeah, so I let him go. What about when they attack people's pets? Are you permitted to protect your animal friends? I'd assume so. Dogs get killed down here all the time by alligators. Alligators, from my understanding, I'm not an alligator expert, but the rule of thumb down here is they're usually only aggressive if A, they have babies. So if you see a baby alligator swimming, there's a mama alligator somewhere, just steer clear of the area. They're very aggressive during mating season. And then alligators that people feed can become aggressive because now they're no longer scared of humans and they'll go to places that they're not used to. And then they look at humans for a source of food. And then sometimes the humans become the source of food. There's a story, I don't know, a month or two ago in a very nice community. There was a huge alligator in a little pond. Elderly woman was walking her dog. Alligator came up and pulled her under, and that was that. If I had to guess, since it was in the community, it was probably being fed by somebody and wasn't scared of humans. Yeah, Brendan, you're right. It is insane how dangerous it is to feed alligators. It's not dangerous to throw the food out there. It's dangerous because you're taking away their ability to survive on their own, and then you're making them comfortable around humans. And that's what makes them dangerous. 99% of the time, alligators won't mess with you. Everyone, with the exception of this one, everyone that I've come into contact with while swimming, a lot of them will chase my baits. They're just curious. They may come a little closer. We've had little baby alligators come up to the side of the boat, bump the boat, but you don't feed them. If you visit Florida and you see alligators, don't feed them. Just like ducks, don't feed them. You make it dangerous for everybody else. But anyways, yeah, there are dogs get attacked a lot down here. They are ambush predators. The scary thing is you don't see them until it's too late. They barely move underwater. I've been fortunate enough. I try to keep my head on a swivel. There are signs you can see. There's slides where they go in the water. You can see footprints and things. Yeah. Gator tails. Gator tail is very good. My son just had that the past weekend. We went out to dinner with some friends, and he ordered fried gator tail. Those big snakes you got down there are dangerous as well. So we have two forms of, well, we have a lot of dangerous snakes. Water moccasins are pretty bad down here. Um, the problem with them, especially on the water, is they like to hide in the trees and then they end up in your boat. So we try not to go under low hanging trees and stuff like that. Um, the pythons down here, the Amazon, or down, especially southern Florida and the Everglades, they have big hunts down there. Uh, because people get pets and then they find out that these things get huge and they let them out and then they reproduce and now they destroy entire ecosystems. They're always pulling them out. But I always say Florida is kind of like the Australia of America. Pretty much everything down here can kill you. No fishing for 3 months or death. Jermaine, so I'd spent a lot of times outdoors my entire life, whether it be down here where I live now or in Indiana. But 99% of the time, if you leave nature alone, it will leave you alone. I mean, if you get, like, if a bee lands on you, just don't move. Give him a couple minutes. He's going to find out that you don't have any nectar and they fly away. People freak out, and then that's how they get stung because it's a wild animal. It's doing its thing. Anyways, a couple other baits Adam sent was these big bites. What do they call this? The warmouth sunfish laminate. I don't want to open them. It's a sealed pack. But we're going to try those out. You guys can see kind of what they look like. Bees or cheese. Yeah. If I was scared of the wildlife down here, I would never go outside. I mean, we have wild hogs, tons of snakes. I've had my brother's dog been bitten by a coral snake. They had to get anti-venom and everything, but we, outside's their home, so we just have to be respectful of it. He also sent me this, and it's called the Titan. So big wake bait. It's by ABT Lures. There you go. See that? Do they give us a color? So I could see. Definitely gonna try this. Pretty neat. Was not expecting this. But thank you, Adam, for sending all that. That is a big one. You guys have any green anacondas down by you, Adam? Probably. We have pretty much everything. My Cub Scouts, when we go camping, they like to turn over the rocks or logs and find scorpions, and they inevitably get stung. It will swell up pretty good. It's not super dangerous. I've had, like when you're camping, you have to check your shoes. Scorpions and things will crawl in there. Wild pigs in Massachusetts. Yeah, we have a lot of wild pigs down here too. Coyotes, a lot of coyotes. There's a huge pack that lives in my area. You can hear them at night. They sound like little babies crying. If you found feral pigs suck, and oh my god, yeah. The problem with feral pigs, especially a big old mama pig, is if she's got piglets around, she will charge you and she will kill you. So yeah, you do have to be mindful of your surroundings. Once again, we're in nature; it's their home. So we do have invasive species like the hogs that were brought here by the Spanish. We have the snakes that were pets that people leave or left around. Most of the stuff isn't native down here, but it lives here now. Brendan, if you got super populated, have been a few found. We have iguanas. It's funny, you can tell. The Florida thing is when it gets cold, they freeze and they kind of go into like a hibernation stage and they fall out of the trees. But I don't know. It's where I live. The 12 gauge isn't going to stop. Or no. So down here, boar hunting is kind of a big thing. A lot of guys do it, and they use a lot of dogs to do that type of hunting. And they have to put Kevlar vests on the dogs so they don't get the tusks through them. Yeah, coyotes usually aren't too bad. They're bad if you have chickens and stuff. They're more of a nuisance animal than anything. They're pretty skittish. So, but so those are some cool baits that was sent to me by Adam. They can have 3 to 4 litters up to 12 at a time. Yeah, they reproduce. That's why they're such a big problem. I think you can hunt them almost year round down here. I don't know. I've never hunted them, so I don't know what the regulations are. But anyways, the other order I got was from Fish USA. Now, many of you may not know. I am doing the Catch 22 Fish Ops tournament hosted by KBF, Chad Hoover. They do a lot of raising money for veterans and things. Well, they just did a giveaway. They gave away a fully outfitted kayak. I can't remember if it was an Old Town or a Bonafide. I don't know which kayak they gave away. I don't know. But they also gave away some gift cards, and I was lucky enough to get a $100 gift card for Fish USA. And I promised that I would do an unboxing, and then I'll put everything on Instagram for them. They want to promote Fish USA, obviously, but more importantly, they want to promote the Catch 22 Fish Ops tournament, so that way they can get more people, because the more people they get, the more money they raise for the veterans and the programs that they're going for. So I was one of the winners. I got a $100 gift card, and this is what I spent my money on. Adam, talk about baits and not interrupt, and we talk of wild animals. No, wild animals are fascinating. It's just part of being out there, and it's unique because wherever you are in the country or the world, you see different animals. I mean, down here, when I'm kayaking in certain waters, I have manatees come up, just giant sea cows. I'll have bears. We have bears down here too. They're not as a big problem. They were, I think 2 years ago, they just brought back hunting, limited hunting on them. But anyways, so the first thing I got from them, nothing's, just a rod tube for my yak pack. Need another one. This is probably going to hold my net whenever I figure out what I'm doing there. But the interesting thing was, since this was a gift card, it gave me the opportunity to try some stuff I normally wouldn't spend my money on, because I'm like, oh, I don't know. But when it's somebody else's money, it's easy to spend. But I did pick up some of the BKK hook, BKK, that doesn't sound right, hooks. These are the Basilics. These are more for your thinner baits like worms, lizards. I got a pack of 3/0 and 4/0. No, you recommended, what did you recommend, Brendan? But I know hey, Tom, they didn't have it. I know you recommended a big swim bait, but they didn't have whatever one you looked at. So I wanted to try these. And then I also got their Chimera hooks. I got 6/0 and 4/0. These are your EWG style for your bigger baits, Texas rig, things like that. Bullwake, no. I don't think they had the bullwake. I believe I did look, Brendan. Saw an eagle yesterday catch a pretty big crappie. Yeah, eagles are always fun to watch when they are hunting. They're very beautiful, and that's insane. Yeah. All right. I did pick up some spark shads. I got the Hayu collar. It's kind of, to me, just white ghost, maybe. I picked up lemon shad, chartreuse. Got a private place I fished. There was a pair of bald eagles. That's awesome, Brendan. And then we got purple haze. I don't think Daniel was going to let me complete my order without putting these in there. So we got some of these in the spark shads. I did get another Berkeley Fritz side. This is the honey shad collar. Let me take that out. What color what color do you like? Tennessee? Hey John. Are you talking about the spark shad colors, or are you talking about the Fritz side? So this is that honeydew collar. Kind of just a very mute shad. Probably got too much light. But I really like the Fritz sides. They seem to work. This is not the, this is the silent one. Hey, Tennessee. Yep. Welcome, Tennessee, Tom. Somebody else snuck in here. John Smith snuck in here. I also picked up a Berkeley Flicker Shad. The color on this is Flashy Ghost. So thought we'd give that a try. Jermaine, I was thinking of you. I picked up 6 cents Munch 40. Let me pull this out. Maybe I can pull it out. This is a color I believe Brendan likes. This is called the Bluegill Spawn. A lot of purple. So this is the Munch 40. Dives 2 to 5 feet. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that shad collar. Very muted, in my opinion. Hey, Dave Jolly. Let me put this in. And then I only got a couple more things. They only gave me $100 to spend. I know. I'm very fortunate that I won. Nice little comb over. So, many of you know, Daniel has been doing really well with the Mega Bass, and I'm going to butcher it. So, Uzone swim jig. They has the little prop or blade at the bottom. I haven't been able to find any yet. Yeah, that Uzone. I haven't been able to find any in the size I want in stock yet. So I did grab this. This is from a oops. I'm feeling a little Fozzie Bear tonight. Walk away. Most of these people probably don't even know who Fozzie Bear is. But he made Saturday mornings awesome. But this is from First Gen Fishing called the Flash X. It's their swim jig with a spinner at the top. So this is a 5/0 hook in the 3/8 variety. So I was thinking this with that maybe that lemon pepper spark shad. Give that a try. We'll see. Wanted to try it. It's not the Mega Bass, but it's what they had. I definitely would have got the Mega Bass ones, but they didn't stock them. So get what you get. Fozzie Blair, so cute. I still have a stuffed one. We're all aging ourselves right now. What Tennessee say? Yep, the fins taste like nice potato chips. I don't even know what you guys. Bluegill spawn is a good color for all water clarity. Yeah, that's why I picked it up. I remember you mentioning that was a good color. I wanted to try, like I said, it's a little easier to try things when you're spending somebody else's money. I know that sounds horrible, but it let me, because normally I'll pick up like Z-Man type plastics because I know they'll last longer. But I picked up the Spark Shads. And then the final thing I picked up was Rogue Fishing Company's. No, Tennessee, we're all old, not you. Well, with the exception of Brendan. So most of you guys have probably seen this. Did I show you one of my 6 cents baits has that crazy rash? I'll call it. This is comes in pieces. So I'll show you guys this real quick. I know Chad Hoover really promotes this particular brand. So it comes in 2 pieces like this. You can take this little loop, and then on the back here, it's got another little loop. Slide that through. How do those giant looking mosquitoes are always getting in the house? So you just pull that in on itself. Maybe. If I wasn't on camera, I would do this very smoothly and perfect. But as soon as you turn the camera on yourself, anything you try to do does not work out. Let me try this one more time. Okay, and that goes through there. No. There we go. Success. So there's your tether, and then you take your phone. It's supposed to work with all phones. This is an iPhone, I don't know, 14 something or other. It is in a case, but it just goes around the corners. You stretch it out. I'm doing this very quickly. And there you go. Now I have a tether to go to my life jacket or anything. So, I put it on upside down. That makes more sense now. Let's redo that. So that way I can see the camera. Okay, there we go. Anyways, got a little tether here. You can see how it works. I probably don't have it on perfect. I did it very quickly. I didn't. There we go. And then you can hook it to your life vest or whatever so you don't lose your phone. So for all you in, that is the Rogue Fishing Gear phone tether. You and Brendan. Okay, let's see. Oh, and I just got a notification while I was sitting here talking to you guys. My cart will be here for my kayak. Let's see. I missed out because of Afterpay, but I took up and they said they pay. They can. Okay. Oh, Matt's talking about the Easter thing. Is Tennessee. I promise you, Frank is older than you. You and Brendan. It was a special $400 for a $100 Easter egg box. Nice. Guess I am spending too much time with Tim Maynard and Canadians guy, aka Frank. That's a super nice of them. Anyways, so yeah, I did order after much searching back and forth with Daniel. I ordered a cart today for my kayak. My big issue with my kayak is it's pretty heavy, and to load it and unload it from a trailer by myself, it's a workout. In Florida, depending on what waters you're fishing in, you cannot use the boat ramps. We have kayak ramps here in a lot of our places. Kayaking is very popular down here. The problem with the kayak ramps is they're basically just wheelchair ramps, and then they put like a rubber coating on them so they're not slippery. Can't put a trailer down there, so you have to offload your trailer in the parking lot designated unloading area, and then move it to the ramp. I was having trouble doing that with my Bonafide. Weighs over 100 plus pounds once you put everything in it. So I got a cart. We're going to try that out tomorrow. Should be here. And then I ordered the KVD, the Lose KVD reel. So it should be here shortly. Open it up. All right, well, we got a long one. But that's all I have coming. Quick update. I did finally get to try out the Daiwa swim bait rod. Love it. Works really great. Casts everything about a mile. No issues with it so far. I really like the shorter rod. It's a 7.3. And definitely probably it's a I know I'm gonna have to put some yeah. Here's the reel I just picked up. I did get the 7.5. I'm putting that on my little Texas rig. I wish they didn't do maroon though. What size? What are you asking, Little Rich? What size for what? Or did I miss something? I've had one of the Rogue Tether for about 4 years and glad I got one. It's well worth the price if you're fishing from a boat or yeah. Yes, Tom. And I think these are like $30. So I mean $30, and now my phone will not end at the bottom of a water. I only have, let's see. Oh, the rod. Let me see. We'll pull that rod up. It's a Daiwa 7'3" swim bait rod. I think it's the Tatula. Let's see if we can find one for you there. Give me a second. All right. Yep. It's sorry, 6'3" is the one I got. Would I say 7'3"? I meant 6'3". It's right here. Did I get the 6'3" or 7'3"? Now you're confusing me. 7'3". I just saw 6'3" on the. Yeah, I got the 7'3" heavy. It's just a little bit shorter. I had the 7.95. I really enjoyed the 7, or I just didn't like it because it's so long. And then I was thinking about fishing from the kayak, but the 7.3 will throw up to a 4-ounce bait. And I love it so far. It definitely, I showed it off to Matt through a little video. It's not as parabolic as they claimed, but it's going to work. So yeah, I've already thrown the Megabass. I can't think of. It's kind of like their lipless jointed swim bait. I threw that. It worked really good on that, and then we've been throwing the Raid bait on it. So yeah, I wasn't going to throw it out there like that, Brendan, but uh, Daniel's picture the other day made me want to buy some. So Battalion, yeah, that thing. I can never pronounce these baits. I was throwing this the other day. I did have a hit on it. I was not expecting it. Here we go. Yeah, this is the exact one I was the wild gill. If any of you guys have ever seen any pictures of they're called copper nose down here, but they're bluegills. They're super purple, a lot of purple in them, really dark in color. Uh, but yeah, this is. I just caught one a couple days ago that was like 9 inches. It was bigger than this bait. The little guy hit it on a popper. Maybe once you break the rod and it may get a little better, then to and some heavier baits would do that. It could, Matt. I'm loving the bait, or excuse me, the rod. It definitely it casts a mile, no doubt about it. I will say that raid bait, the bullet shaped one, kind of like the Big Bud, that thing has some drag, so it definitely bends the rod while you're reeling it in, just because the drag that particular bait creates. But 4 pounder, I caught on the Uzo with the amazing X-Zone Adrenaline Curl on the back, 4 pounder, nice Tennessee. Yeah, I don't remember, Daniel. How big was yours you caught the other day on that swim jig? If you don't mind sharing. I don't think anybody's in your neck of the woods, anyways. We do not speak of those. You have messed with the Megabass Z-Man super stretchy plastic. I forgot what they call them. Matt, will tell you. Have you messed with the Megabass Z-Man super? Which is Megabass? Oh, Megabass. I was all right. Yeah, this is what Daniel will be pulling out with swim jigs. Drafted from Pee Wee football into the NFL, but just be patient. Takes time. 22 inches. So you cheating on your sponsors, eh? Don't make me tell you to Exo. Big Bud yesterday, no luck. Yeah, I definitely gotta get my big buds out and try them, but anyways, the plan this weekend is my wife will be camping with the scouts. My one son has some things to do with a friend. My oldest, I don't know what he's doing. So plan on taking the kayak out Saturday. It's been horrible here. The wind's been crazy. Small craft advisories all over the place, but no rain. So we do have a fire ban too. That's true. They do not make jigs. Yo, what's up, Tim? Oh, Tim Maynard, he snuck in here. Awesome. But that's all I have tonight. Like I said, I do have that KVD reel on the way. That's going to go on my Texas rig spinner rod. And then I have that cart for the kayak. Ooh, got to show this. Let's move this. No. How did I make? Oh, only he. Yep, that was the one that he caught the other day. Congratulations, Daniel. Very jealous. But so yeah, I'm gonna get that cart put together. We'll get that going, and then I think that's all I really have coming right now. But definitely trying to get out on the water this weekend. Anybody else have any plans to fish this weekend? I'm already having buyer's remorse for not buying a second one. And JP, what didn't you not get a second one of that you wish you had? Are you guys talking about those clashes that dropped? That's the truth, Dave. That thing was a hog. Brendan's going this Sunday. Yeah, I slid in here kind of low key a little while. No worries, Tim. I was shocked when I bet you were shocked when you hooked into that fish. Oh, talking about the hide-up box. Yeah, I'm focusing on getting the things I need for the kayak. I still need to get a fishnet, and then I need a anchor of sorts. Nice. Congratulations, Daniel. Hopefully that's comes to be true. Well, good luck, Tennessee, on your qualifying. Is that you're in high school, right? So that'd be a high school qualifier. I'm fishing a 2-day derby in the upper Chesapeake Bay this weekend. Looking forward to it. Awesome. What's the weather going to be like, JP? Still cold? It's been in the 60s down here, which is cool for us. Been wearing long sleeves. Oh, wow. Let's see. Yeah, man, I'm hoping they come through with the box. I missed out due to Afterpay for some reason. It wouldn't work. I went back yesterday, and where I'm gone, they removed them from the site. That's cool that they took care of you, but I mean, you're probably a quarter of their business. And then the other 75% is everybody you send, Matt. I'm just a creeper. That's all right, Tim. We like creepers in here. Why I have you guys in here? If you guys don't subscribe to Jermaine and Brendan's channel, they are moving to Monday nights. Do you guys like this time, 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, to work with, to, take kind of their spot and a little bit after Hellabass? What says you? Yeah, it's warming up here too, JP. I mean, today it was in the 80s. It's going to be low 90s this weekend. Just the wind has been atrocious. Never know when I might be watching. Always have plans to fish. That's the truth, Tom. Jermaine would be so proud of me using a 6-inch stroker crawl. Yeah, I almost bought. I was at Dick's tonight. I was looking for some speed worms. I almost picked up a Guggen bait, but I put it back down. It was their skitter lizard or whatever. I don't know. It was a lizard type thing. Yeah, Daniel's throwing up Brendan and Jermaine's links. And then check out Matt. He doesn't necessarily have a regular schedule for streaming, but when he does stream, he shows a lot of unique baits. That's South Jersey Fisherman 028. Check him out. And then I also recommend, I don't know, get into some of these tournaments that are going on. Like Catch 22 is doing the tournament. It's a year-long tournament. I think it's like $30 or something or less. It wasn't very much to get in. Okay, South Jersey Fisherman's links up in the thing now. But these tournaments are a lot of fun, and most of them are for good causes. Right now, the Knucklehead tournament is going on with Gramps, and I think the Aggressively Average Anglers just got involved with that. I know Jen Hen is Fluke Masters in on it. A couple other YouTubers are involved. By the way, everyone, Kevin Baxter needs lots of prayers. Did his father pass, or is he just really sick? I didn't get a full what was going on. Tim, it's something with his father. I think he passed, but I don't want to say that until I confirm. No, 100%. Dave Joey, the YouTube angler tourney. I think last I looked, I was in 10th place. Jermaine was in 9th. Brendan, I think, is like 6th or 7th. A couple boys from Georgia's winning it now. Okay. So Baxter's father is in hospice. So he's not passed away, but it's going to be soon if he's in hospice. So yes, guys, no matter what your beliefs are, keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Prayer does work. He's one of our community members. And unfortunately, this is part of the journey of life that we all have to experience it at different times. So keep him and his father in your prayers as they're going through that difficult time. I appreciate it. But yeah, the YouTube angler tourney's going. I haven't even caught my limit yet. I caught 4 the other night that were good enough that I posted. 6, right? Okay, Brendan, you're in 6. I couldn't remember if you're in 6 or 7. Jermaine is in 9th. I'm in 10th. I'd love it to be 78 with no wind. 90s here suck. Yeah, Tim. Just be respectful, guys. Some people, they love it when people reach out, and some people just want to be left alone. Reach out, tell them you're thinking of them. Everybody reacts differently to things in life. Kara's only put 2 on the board. Yeah, I'm hoping this weekend I can at least put my limit in and then start sizing up a couple. But anyways, that's all I have for tonight. I wanted to keep this right at about an hour, which we've done. Remember, if you guys can hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, share, get your friends to subscribe that you think would enjoy listening to me and your guys' antics in the chat. I still have that Rat Benny I'd like to give away. And then I just had it the other day. I was looking at it. But anyways, I have the Megabass Pop Max in the Sunset Teaser color. Yeah, Sunset Teaser. And then I also have a 110 Junior in that color that I'd like to do a giveaway on. Okay, Tim. I didn't mean that to be directed to you. I apologize if you took it that way. I was just speaking in general terms. People always are different. Some want to be bothered, some don't. But at the very least, we can all keep them in our prayers and thoughts. That's a hard time for anybody to go through. Tim Mayer, would you be able to hop on? Okay. Brendan's trying to get guests for his show. But yeah, hopefully this weekend we can all get some fishing. And we'll see where the tournament goes after this weekend. Yeah, Tim. And that's right. When I know it wasn't a father, but my best friend that I grew up with, when he passed, I cut communication with everybody. I just needed to walk that road alone for a little while and then reach out and start talking. But yeah, we're all different. We all work through our stuff differently. But I think as long as Baxter knows that we, he's got an entire community behind him thinking for him, that will mean a lot. Trying to get Tim. Hey, Tim, you should come on my live first. Anyways, all right, guys, have a great night. Daniel, as always, thank you for running all the stuff in the background, making sure all the links are up, showing pictures. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man, we'll know we all care about him. So, all right, gentlemen, ladies, youngins, everybody have a great night. Talk to you guys later. Bye.